This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the NC State Wolfpack. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Hokies headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover. It's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Unloads it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Running inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was... Field, he was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
The Hokies moving quickly to the line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Joyner. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off to Joyner. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. The Hokies are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide out trying to get it in. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Takes a snap, lost a throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Hokies! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And here's the return. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Dropping back, it's Hudson. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Douglas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gonna look downfield again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Scott. Might have a chance. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
these are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders. Break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Running to Green. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And the Hokies want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Here's a give to Joyner. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Can't get him to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Overton. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Hudson. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Complete. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. They'll go hurry up here.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. He goes right back to the air. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, what a move. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They'll try to get the first through the air. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the number 4 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime his biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon. And a guy that this
makes the catch, and he's free. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hokies are rolling down the field.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Going to the run, it's Joyner. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the...
Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Back to throw, it's Hudson. Makes the grab on the left.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. And they get it down. Short of the 1st down marker.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll move the tight end. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go with a direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
After hitting that field goal down a possession here late, one timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback. Position 2, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got a man in the middle. Stumbled to the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Fires to the middle. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Scott. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll give it to Joyner. Maybe some room here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they grab the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. Looking to pass. It's Hudson. Deep shot for the end zone. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Hudson. Here's the pressure. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Wolfpack! They take the lead here in the second overtime period.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Barges ahead. Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. From the red zone, it's Joyner. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.